Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to teach you a powerful strategy that you can use to make money in the forex market. Okay, this strategy works with many pairs, but I prefer using it on USD CHF. Okay, so if you want to actually practice this strategy, I would advise you to start with USD CHF. Then when you have mastered it, you can then go and try it on your own favorite pair. Okay, so what are the things you need for this particular strategy? The very first thing you need is an understanding of trend lines. Okay, you need to understand trend lines, how to draw trend lines. All right, so if we have an uptrend, definitely what you are going to expect to see is higher highs and higher lows, like this, higher highs and higher lows. So connecting the lows gives you a bullish trend line, showing you the market is going upwards. Okay, so when you connect the lows like this, just as you have on the screen, that's what we call a trend line showing us bullish momentum. While if you're dealing with a downtrend, you're gonna see lower highs and lower lows, like this, lower highs and lower lows. So connecting the lower highs, okay, connecting the lower highs with a line that is like in a diagonal form. Okay, connecting the lower line, the lower highs is what gives you a bearish trend line. Okay, so you have a bearish trend line when you connect that in that manner. Okay, so that's basically how trend lines are used, but that's just the first knowledge you need for this particular strategy, because you are not going to be using trend lines per se. Okay, this is not a trend line strategy. This is a counter trend line strategy. Very, very powerful. Just follow the video. Now, what do I mean by counter trend line? When you have an uptrend like this, as I have shown before, this is an uptrend, an uptrending price movements, and then the normal trend line would be for you to draw it this way, connecting the lows that have been formed in the markets. When you connect the lows, this is what we call trend line. Now, counter trend line is you trying to draw a downtrend line in an uptrend. Hope it makes sense. You are trying to draw a downwards trend line in an uptrend. So that's basically how the strategy works. While the reverse is also possible. If you are in a downtrend, instead of drawing a downtrend trend line, what you would draw will be an uptrend trend line within a downtrend. I know the old trend line and trend repetition it's a little bit confusing, but by the time I go into the examples, you will understand what I mean. So without further ado, let's dive right into the examples. Now let me get my slanty, my diagonal line, which I use for drawing of trend lines. Now see this, I can use a trend line to connect this way. Now this is the normal way to connect an upward trending price action. Okay, so you can see the way I connected the lows. I use the significant lows, this and this. Okay, you can see that I have two touches on that trend line. This is the normal way to draw trend lines. This is not what this strategy is about. It is an uptrending market, but I will draw counter trend lines, you know, which I will wait for a break to occur in order to enter a position. Okay, so this is what I will do. Let me show you how I draw a counter trend line. As you already know, this is an uptrending market, so let me get the diagonal line. Now this is where I will draw my counter trend line, this part like this. Have you seen that? So it's like I'm trying to look for a downtrending movement within an uptrend, then I draw a line across it, okay, joining the tip of that downwards movement. So once the counter trend line gets broken, I'm entering a position, okay, in the direction of the dominant trend. As you already know, the dominant trend is an uptrend, we are moving in the upwards direction. We are creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So the pullbacks that take place within that uptrend, that is what I'm drawing a line across. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to explain it in a simpler manner so that you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's what I did right here. This pullback taking place here is what I'm drawing this line across. So once it breaks and the candle closes outside of it, I'm entering a buy trade. Your stop loss should be a few pips below this swing low. Okay, and then you manage your trade to the upside. As you can see what happened, price moved in the upwards direction. Okay, so you would have made money in the upwards direction. I can also draw another counter trend line here. This gives you a lot of entry what's it called, a lot of entry opportunities. Okay, I can draw another trend line, counter trend line rather, right here. Once it gets broken, you can see this candle broke and close outside of it. I would have entered a buy trade here and manage my trade in the upward direction. That's just the system. Okay, so let's look at further examples. Okay, I can also draw a counter trend line right here. Okay, you can see that I can draw a counter trend line here. Okay, price broke and closed outside of it right here. Enter your buy trade, stop loss a few pips below the swing low. What we have, upwards movements. Okay, which you would have made money from. The only time this is going to fail is when the trend has gotten to an end and it's reversing. Okay, so if it reverses, it's going to hit your stop loss, but it's going to kick off another trend, which you can also start using the counter trend line to make your money, you know, in the opposite direction. Okay, so I think a downtrend has started right here. Okay, so for the downtrend, I'll mark out my counter trend line as though I'm trying to mark out an uptrend. Okay, so you have like an uptrend within a downtrend. Hope it makes sense. Yeah, so this is not really like it's like an horizontal line, so let me leave that out. I need my counter trend line to look like an uptrend. Okay, so you have something like this, you can draw it across this, it breaks, you make money in the downwards direction, enter on the candle that broke that particular line. At a point, you just use your eyes to see it. Okay, so stop loss above this, you make your money in the downwards direction. This doesn't really look like a counter trend, it's just going horizontally, so I'm not going to draw anything on it. This looks like a counter trend because it's moving upwards. Okay, I'm talking about everything that happened right here. It's moving upwards as if it's a pullback. So since it's looking like a pullback, I can draw my counter trend on it. Let me get my diagonal line. Okay, so counter trend perfectly drawn. So what do we have? Market broke the trend line and closed below it right here. I would have entered a sell trade, stop loss above the what? Above the swing high. As in, this happens again and again on USD CHF. You can try on your own favorite pair, but this is the pair that I know that you can find a lot of opportunities for this particular strategy. You can see this. Okay, like a counter trend, it broke it somewhere around here. Okay, so as that candle is closing, I'm entering a what? A sell trade. I'm entering a sell trade around here in order to move downwards, SL a few pips above that. Okay, if you are getting value, please subscribe. That's the only way you can encourage me to keep giving you these secrets. All right, so something like that is also happening here. You can see this is like a counter trend, like a very short uptrend within a downtrend. That's the idea. So that also got broken somewhere here. Okay, I would have entered my sell trade here, SL a few pips above that. Okay, so I have that. I also have something like that happening here, as in you can find this opportunity again and again. Okay, very, very powerful. All right, so broke somewhere here. The only time this will not work, like I said, is if the trend wants to reverse, and your SL should be above the swing high. You make money in downwards direction. It's also playing out again. You can see it's playing out. It's playing out right here. Counter trend line perfectly drawn. This got broken somewhere here, okay, and it's closed below it, so I'm taking my trade to the downwards direction. My SL a few pips above the swing high. Even if it goes against me, I must have made a lot of money already, you get. So basically that's just the idea. I also see it playing out. I'm even getting tired of drawing it, so this is a very powerful strategy. If you are enjoying the secrets I'm giving you, please subscribe to the channel, share the video, like, comment if you have a question. Okay, so it got broken somewhere around here. Okay, so history repeats itself. You have this SL a few pips above. We're still selling. Another counter trend line. I think I will draw double counter trend line so I don't have to draw it again. You have it playing out here. You have it, let me get it again. You have it playing out here, okay, so I don't want to start talking much about that. You already get the idea. You have it playing out where else. I think it has come to an end, so okay, let me just draw this and delete it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, oh, the market has switched from selling to buying, so it's now the other way around. If you are in any position that is selling, you have to quickly close it, because you can see that it has switched. So you start buying, waiting for counter trend to form like a pullback, so you buy once it gets broken. This got broken around here, and you know, you would have entered a buy trade here. SL below that swing low, okay, and you try to make money in the upward direction. Let's see if it's going to give us another opportunity. Another opportunity spotted, but I think this one is a very short opportunity. It didn't really give us much. Let's see. So it broke and closed right here. Enter a buy trade. Didn't really go far. If it fails, it means trend is about to reverse. So you just take that small loss compared to the many profits you've been making in the upwards direction. Okay, so let's see. All right, you can see it gave us a very small buy trade, but if you're still holding with anticipation of price moving higher, it definitely reversed here. So it switched and started giving us the opposite direction. Okay, so you would start making money in the downwards direction. Just go to your chart. So I'm not doing magic. Go to your charts and check USD CHF. This happens a lot with USD CHF. Okay, so it got broken somewhere here. I would have entered a sell trade, stop loss above the swing high. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop. Anyway, I believe you understand the strategy. If you got any value, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.